Hello, Liv. Great to see you again.
Hello,
Calling from
Timmy, my
Chicago.
friend. How are you?
I'm great. Now I'm great. Now I'm great.
Now I'm great too because I was seriously concerned that I'm not going to see you today.
Oh my goodness. We will
Oh
have
my goodness.
done something. Don't worry.
Yes,
So,
in the end, it always gets fixed somehow by the universe, huh? And the good people always meet again.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that. I love that. So, last album was 2 years ago, even though it feels like it was a couple of months ago.
Yeah, yeah.
However, it means that you worked faster for
Yeah,
this one.
yes, exactly. Well, when River of Diamonds was released, and that was a production done with producer and composer Tommy Olsson of
Right.
Theatre of Tragedy. I had already started working with my guitar player, Sascha Dannenberger.
Mm-hmm.
As we released River of Diamonds, we were already in the middle of the production of Amor Vincit Omnia. So it's good to have different people because if not, I would wear them out and they would get tired and don't want to work with me again. So um, we needed about a year for the pre-production of Amor Vincit Omnia and a couple of months in the studio, 1 week for or 5 days for the vocal recordings because everything was set and fixed in the pre-production. So when I met Sascha in the studio for the vocal recordings, it was like very, very smooth and very, very productive. So here we are, and the 25th of April, the album will be released.
Absolutely. So, this is the first time you work with Sasha as far as writing music.
Yes, as far as writing music, he's been my live guitar player for a couple of years because
Mhm.
Tommy never joined me live
Right.
for my solo project. He's got a 9 to 5 job in Norway and he's pretty far away. So Sasha joined me for the live guitars and then I thought, well, okay, let's see if Sasha could if he could if he would love to join me for the production and the composing of new songs for my seventh solo album, and he was like, okay, I'm sending you 22 songs.
So hold on. Did you prepare him? For example, did you talk the musical direction you would like to take with your seventh album?
Not really, no. It's always like um it, I really embrace everything coming in, and then I decide which song will be on the album. So it's true. Sasha sent me 22 songs and I picked 11. And that is just it's my feeling. It's my yeah, I have to dig deep down into my guts to find out which piece is going to be on the album in the end. But Sasha knows this, and the good news is that we already started working on the eighth album, and that is not going to be an album consisting of the 11 tracks I didn't choose. Sasha sent me completely new tracks, so we're just in the mood now to continue working on the eighth solo album. Yeah.
So the title of the eighth. Oh no, I'm joking.
Oh well, I could tell you, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yes, I totally understand. So let's stick to the to the seventh one. So
Yes.
you have how did you come up with the title? It sounds, I don't know, kind of personal, kind of emotional. So how did you pick?
Okay. I'm trying to make this long story short. If you consider River of Diamonds, that was an album that unveiled many stories. Some stories were not that nice. Some of them were traumatic. There were a lot of different um, experiences on that album, and a lot was said and unveiled. And if you now take Amor Vincit Omnia, it's actually the answer to all those questions I asked on River of Diamonds.
Hmm.
So you could put those two albums like books on a shelf next to each other on a shelf. So to put it short, River of Diamonds was an album that told many stories, some broken, some very beautiful, but very honest and down to earth, and sometimes also linked to fears. But this album is also about hope.
Mhm.
And now we have Amor Vincit Omnia, love conquers all. And that is the answer to coming out on the other side, having been through the darkness, having I've been digging deep into my soul to find out what has actually happened in my life.
Mhm.
So I've gained a new perspective. Obviously, I survived everything, especially what happened in 2016. And I feel like now turning 50 next year, I kind of came home. And that has to do with love, of course. It's about listening to yourself, listening to your soul, connecting to your soul. And when you can connect to yourself first, you can connect to the world. So it's going inside, self-love, without being egoistic. It has nothing to do with that egoistic kind of self-love. It's that clean, honest, healthy self-love, taking care of your own needs.
Yes.
Doing that first, and then you can reach out to the world and try to connect. And then that what happens then? In my situation, Michael turned up. You know, when I had reached that point in my life where I thought, okay, I've come home. Then Michael turned up, and he was at the same point in his life, on his life path as me. So I've been very lucky in that way. So it's about going inwards and turning outwards in the sense of love. Love conquers it all.
So Amor Vincit Omnia is where the River of Diamonds brought you,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
couldn't have said it better myself. Exactly.
and you mentioned Michael. So, and it's okay if you don't want to answer this. What is special for February 12th? It's two
Ah,
days before your birthday, right?
it's 2 days before my birthday. I could have called it, entitled it 14th of February, but no, I couldn't do that because what happened was that Sascha had sent me a composition, an instrumental composition, and it kind of got stuck straight away. And I knew that piece is going to be on the album. I went for a walk with my dog after work, and I had this huge download from the universe or somewhere,
Mhm.
words and melodies, message, everything. And I went back home. I started GarageBand. It's the simplest way to record stuff when you're being busy. I recorded everything and I sent it to Sascha, and he said, "Well, that's just amazing." And you know what? 12th of February kind of turned into the favorite of all the people I've talked to since you guys got the news that there will be a new album out, since you got the link to the songs.
Right.
That fascinates me. And you know what? It's actually my prayer. It's my mantra every day since the 12th of February 2024. This is my morning prayer. This is how I start my day, with a cup of tea.
You gave me goosebumps. I will say
Thank,
this.
thank you. Thank you. It's a very special and a very personal piece of music for me. It's just not a song or a composition. It's my mantra.
So the next one will be a little bit cheesy question, but
Okay.
Ode to Life Pristine.
Uh-huh.
So if we do some word manipulation, it will be Ode to Liv Kristine.
Hey, you know who did that in the very first place? That was Raymond of Theatre of Tragedy.
Really?
Yes, I think it's on the Aégis album. And I don't think well, he didn't sing Ode to Life Pristine, but he does whisper Life Pristine.
Damn.
Um, and I thought it's kind of funny, and it's kind of magic. And I needed those words. I tried with Catherine. I tried
Mm.
to I tried with everything, and then I thought, no, this is just the way it should sound. Because I pay a lot of attention to the words, how they sound.
Yes.
And it has to be perfect. And for me, and every meaning, even every vowel and every word stem has a meaning when I sing them, for the message to be clear and perfect. And yeah, well, the album is an ode to Liv Kristine, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, of course. And I like the what you're saying, that in order to love ourselves, we need to start loving even nature,
Yes.
right? Because we are
Yes.
directly connected, and we stop paying attention to practically everything,
Yes,
right?
you're absolutely right. Yeah, it's I'm trying to give you the sense of touching earth and soul, like with Angel in Disguise, and I'm just bowing to the seasons of Mother Nature, and also seeing this as a parallel to my own personal growth.
Because we do have, as people, we do have seasons. We have
We
ups and
do.
downs, right?
Yes, we do. We absolutely do. And it's like, isn't it like um, you breathe with every turn of the wind and you grow with every straw of grass? If you can just link to that,
Yeah.
I feel like dissolving into the magic of nature and into the seasons. It's beautiful. If you can do that, I think you can reset your immune system, reset your mind, reset your health, everything. I think it's so important if we can just disappear every now and then,
Mm.
if we get the chance. So I would like to give you the courage to go into your soul, but also go into nature.
It's easier said than done, Liv. It's so difficult to achieve these things. I don't know why.
Mm.
When we talk about these things, sound like they are easy to do,
It's
but
not easy.
right, we fail miserably to do these things. It requires
Yeah,
extra
so
effort, for example, to do mindfulness, right?
yeah, exactly. But you can also do mindfulness when you're sitting on the train to work. You can do mindfulness even at your workplace.
Mm.
But it has to be trained. You have to get an awareness for it. You have to grasp it. And it has helped me a lot because, I mean, we all have a monkey mind, don't we?
Oh yeah.
It's just, it goes on and on and on. And then, most of the stories are made up by your monkey mind. They're not even the truth. It's not even the truth. We are full of fears, and we are thinking about other people's expectations, and the world is so loud. I work with kids in the autistic spectrum, and they keep telling me, Miss Espiness, the world is turning louder and louder, and for them it's a huge problem. And I get that. I really get that. I sense the same thing.
Oh, it must be terrible for them. It's
Mm.
yeah, it's noisy. No, it's not. It's
It's
not noisy.
very noisy.
It's more than noise. It's disturbing. Um,
Very, very, very disturbing. Yeah.
okay. By the way, Ode to Life, Christine, you have an a cappella, the last verse. Those vocal lines are amazing, Liv.
You like them? Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel honored. I feel really honored.
And I know that, I think I know at least, Michael wrote the lyrics for 12th February, right?
12th of February was my all of
Oh,
them are my
okay. So then the
yes.
press release is messed up. I'm
Mm.
glad, because, not because I don't trust Michael, I'm not saying, it's because there is a lyric line at the end of that song. It says, "It's the darkness that completes my
It's my
truth."
true self.
Right. So
Mhm.
is this your way of saying we do have light and darkness within
Mhm.
us? So this is
Mhm.
your way to say that if we embrace that, if we accept that
Mhm.
it's part of us,
Mhm.
it's what makes us as a whole, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's like we struggle so much with all our struggles, and we struggle because we struggle, and then it's like, oh, why these useless questions? Why is this happening to me? Why is this always going on in my life? I'm such a loser. And why can't I just be happy, right? And we keep chasing happiness, and uh, is that supposed to be something outside? No, it's actually inside. But
Yeah.
what do we have inside? We have both light and darkness. And most people crash. They have a serious crash in their. We have a serious crash in our lives, like I had in 2016. I didn't understand the world anymore. I was like, okay, where is this taking me? It sucks. And all this dealing with unfairness, and you go into the victim role, and yeah, and you ask all these useless questions. And then I realized that, hey, coming out of the tunnel into the light and then looking back at the darkness, isn't that a great thing? And then you really get that feeling of life is both. It's sometimes broken, it's sometimes beauty, it's sometimes darkness, it's sometimes light. But both of it, if we embrace and accept both of it, it's going to make us whole.
Yeah.
Because all this chasing, if you type happiness on YouTube, you will find so many people who are trying to tell you how to chase happiness, how to get happy. But it's not outside of you, it's inside. And it includes both, as you said, embracing both light and darkness.
The problem with this, when you are inside of the tunnel, is you don't see the light at the end. You have to get out of the tunnel and look back, as you said. That's the issue. How do
It's the
you
issue.
convince yourself that there is light at the end of the tunnel? That's, I don't know how to do that.
Okay. What really gave me a lot of faith was waking up when I saw that the sun was shining, or I heard the rain falling on the roof, or touching the window. And I felt like there is life out there, and there is life inside of me. And I realized so many times that I have so much more power and strength than I actually thought I had. And I am a mother, and having a child is really something that it's a sign for me that life is endless. Even if I turn to ashes one day, I am also part of him. My son is part of me, and life continues. And that has always kept me straight into the direction of light. Sometimes I thought that, okay, there is really too much darkness, but it's only in the darkness that you see the stars, isn't it?
Yeah, without darkness, there is no light.
Exactly. One even says darkness was first.
Absolutely. Yes.
So we come from there, don't we?
Now I understand why Liv is a great teacher. So you mentioned about you pay extra attention to the words, to the vowels, everything. So you have a song there, Melange, that in the parentheses you have when addiction calls without spaces. So the significance there is when addiction calls, you don't have time to react, right? So there are spaces.
You're right. It's like when you have some kind of an addiction, and melange is some kind of a coffee, right, with a lot of milk. So I love coffee myself with soy milk. All right, and it's like when the addiction is there, it's like your mind goes like chatter chatter chatter, it wants that coffee, it wants that melange so badly. And if you try to say, no, I'm not going to have that coffee right now, I mean, my mind is not deciding over me. I am the boss. It's not working. Try to suppress your need for a coffee. It's just one funny example. It doesn't work. You will even feel more addicted to coffee if you try to suppress it. But actually, to put it in a greater view, it's like uh, if you experience something really heavy, something really rough, and that feeling is inside of you, that is called trauma. If you try to suppress it and push it down your spine, push it down your system, and your mind goes like, no, I'm not going to think about it, I'm not going to deal with it, I'm a victim, so no, I don't have to take care of it, I don't have to look at it. It's going to go bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you get addicted to thoughts, you get addicted to coffee, can get addicted to love, even if you think that the person outside of you is supposed to be the one who loves you. And that is really, really bad. That's love addiction. You're the only one to love yourself, right? You can't expect anybody outside of you to make sure you feel loved. And that is, then we're going into the narcissistic area and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting song, very important lyrics, but wrapped into some kind of, I would say, maybe a little bit funny and humoristic surrounding.
Yeah, but still, you know what? People have changed the way they listen to music nowadays. They don't pay
Mm,
attention to lyrics.
mm, mm,
I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the world is so noisy. We don't have even time to
mm,
stop, listen, or read
mm,
something.
mm,
Let that
mm.
sink in. So we don't do that. Why should we do that with music, right?
Yeah, do we listen or do we consume?
The latter.
Mm, it's true.
Yeah.
But still, I never considered my art to be something to consume. I consider it to be something to dive really deep into. And it's like I feel like I'm here to communicate, to learn a lot myself, but also to give this wisdom to the world. It's the same with working with kids with special needs. I didn't study this, but it's something that is deep inside of me. It's like a calling, a universal calling. And I'm here to communicate with those young people. What are their needs? And every time they leave my classroom, I want them to know something more about their strengths, not about their weaknesses, because I can help them with their weaknesses. I want them to know more about their strengths. And if we feel strong inside and if we feel authentic,
Right.
that is when you'll find your authentic voice. And that is, I think I'm here to kind of, in this very lifetime, to communicate something about becoming authentic. Because I didn't study um, becoming a teacher, I didn't study music, but I ended up with both.
You don't need to say these things. However, why do I feel that you learn more from teaching rather than teaching? If you know what I'm trying to say, right? You get more from that experience, from what the children give back to you, or even from the things that they say and ask. You learn more, and that makes you even an even better person, right?
It's amazing. I've all the students I've had and all the students I still have working on the authentic voice, and that has been such an amazing experience. It's both giving
Mhm.
but also receiving,
Yes, yes.
and I've grown on this, and it's always been the right people turning up. It's always been that feeling. And I think that's also part of the magic. there are some things I can't explain, but they happen. It's like I say in Unzip My Love, life unfolds anyway, it's the way it goes. So if we can try to embrace life, as you said, with all its opportunities. But I have to give you a little story that happened last Sunday. I went for a hike through the mountains and I didn't see a sign that the road was closed onto the top of the mountains. And I felt like I'm just going to continue then. Well, there was some snow, there were stones, it was really steep, and I've never been on that path before. And I lost my path and I ended up on the side of the hill, stuck in snow up until my hips. And I was really scared to death. I was so scared and I was alone.
And you're
And
laughing now. Of course, now you
uh,
can laugh.
yes, I can laugh now, but I was stuck on that mountainside and it was so steep. And the last time I was really, really physically scared like this was when I was 14 or 15, when I was in the same situation. I can see the mountaintop from my window right here. And it's like I reached the top. I did after 5.5 hours, and I was absolutely done with everything, but full of adrenaline. And I thought, okay, I've been saying this, life unfolds anyway. It's the way it goes. Ask for opportunities. And I had this opportunity to reach that mountaintop, but
Yeah,
I was so
let's
scared.
let's not keep doing that, right?
Well, we have to be a little bit careful about asking for opportunities,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes. But I'm darn proud of myself, and yeah, but I wouldn't do it again.
Yes, please don't. One more song title that I have note is Tangerines. So,
Yeah.
what is the significance? Is it because a tangerine can be both bitter and sweet?
Mhm. Exactly. And tangerines, I see life goes in circles, right? And a tangerine is when you have uh, uh, many boats, I see them as boats, as chapters, pieces of a tangerine. You have chapters on of your life, and then you have the round fruit in the end. Uh, and the fruit is bitter and sweet, as you said. So I kind of laughed, and Sascha laughed too. We had to smile, singing about tangerines. But it's just perfect. I want to give you the taste of it, of life, right? So tangerine is just perfect.
It is. So, tour-wise, you have signed with a new booking agent. First of all, is this only for Europe, or should we expect something over the pond? The big.
Well, it's like we will be moving to Norway. We will leave Switzerland in July, so move back to Norway. So doors will open for Scandinavia. I never played a solo show in Scandinavia, which is a shame. And teachers work less in Scandinavia than in Switzerland. So I will have more time for playing gigs and maybe for touring. So we will get back to business for real after we have settled in Stavanger in Norway. So exciting times ahead. But we are also recovering from the strange COVID times. If you don't belong to the biggest ones, you're still in the waiting line to be able to enter a stage, right? If you don't bring in the big money
Yes.
or doing it for a hobby like I'm doing it, you have to wait. But I see times are better, getting better. We are improving. The market and the music business is improving.
Question: are there mountains? Where are you moving? Close by, at least. I'm just
Well,
saying it.
there are mountains on the other side of the fjord. So we
Okay.
have the fjord just a few hundred meters from the house, from our wooden house where we are going to live. And then we have the mountains on the other side. So there might be some serious mountain climbing again.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway.
and some ice bathing.
So, do you think you will get a chance to come to North America and especially Chicago to see you again live?
It would be absolutely amazing. And I really missed you guys. And you know, I never played a solo show
Yes.
in North of America.
Mhm.
Yeah. So my fingers are crossed. I would really, really love to do so. Yes.
It will be amazing. Liv, thank you very much. Take extra care of the vinyl that we ordered.
Ah, okay, okay. Michael is the king of vinyls and the king of parcels and packing and all that stuff. He's absolutely amazing. I'm so glad I don't have to take care of that after work.
I like him already. I like vinyl lover. Oh man, he's my friend right
Oh.
away.
You know what that move to Norway is going to look like? Just a few furniture. We're going to give away most of our stuff for charity. We give it away, but you know we have 3,000 vinyls to transport to Norway, so we need a truck anyway. And yeah,
That's
that's
stressful, Chris. Liv, it's stressful. We moved vinyls from Greece to the US and we had
oh.
2000, so it was extremely stressful. So be careful.
You have experience with that. Well, I ordered a company to do it this time because last time we did it ourselves. And I'm not going to
Oh,
do that again.
no.
So we ordered somebody to take care of it, and then everything will be safe. But yeah, it's the biggest thing we are bringing to Norway is actually Michael's vinyl collection.
Well, no, you are bringing Liv too.
Well, okay, yes,
Come on.
yes, okay, yeah. I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to that because we're going to live in my father's house. It's a wooden house at the fjords, close to the mountains. It's like, yeah, like a Norwegian dream coming true. And I've been traveling around the world for 30 years. And my grandma, Liv Espenes, is turning 90. And she reminded me of the fact that I've been traveling the world for 30 years. And she would add on another 10 years at least if I would move my ass and come back home. I said, it's a deal, Grandma, I'm coming home.
So I wish you and your family a life.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it was an honor and pleasure talking to you again, Dimi. And I really hope to meet you in person
We love
someday.
you, Liv. Myself and my wife, we love you. So
Thank you so much. So
and
much love to your wife, too. All the best for
thank you
you
very much.
guys.
And hopefully we'll see you in Chicago, or if it's something really special, we can go through over the pond and visit you in Norway to see you there.
You are welcome. You are welcome. You can sleep in the vinyl room because we're gonna have an extra big guest bed there, so you know where you're gonna end up if you come and
Perfect.
visit us. It's
Perfect.
perfect, huh?
Perfect. Thank you very much. Have a great
Thank
rest
you
of your day.
so much, Dimi. Thank you so much for all your patience and support, and say hello to your wife. Lots of love to you both.
I will. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.